Hello GC Ponema viewers, it is Anthony or Acroblade here, and I'm not really used to having the camera on me, and I know you guys aren't really used to that either. I tried a video like this before where it was just showing my face and me talking, and it wasn't exactly taken too well by all the viewers, but I hope you guys don't flame me too hard for this video. I just felt that this video would just be way better and a lot more inspirational if I was actually showing my face and like my facial expressions while I did this video. The reason why I'm doing this video is because while I'm waiting for the current one I have to upload onto the channel, which you guys will see, and I hope you guys will enjoy and like it and comment on it, by the way. So while I'm waiting for that to upload, I was actually just watching a lot of mine and Andre's and Braylon's, like all our older videos from when we first started, because we've come quite a ways now. I mean, it's been over a year, about a year and a half now, since we've been doing this. And, you know, as much as I don't really realize it, YouTube has changed my life in ways that I can't really explain. Well, I can explain them, but it's just, well, you guys will see. That is what this video is about. I just want to talk about some of the ways that YouTube has changed my life and how it's changed me as a person, and how it's just, you know, made me feel more confident about being like a fucking nerd. Like, I mean, like, I just love what I do. Like, I love playing video games. I love playing Grand Chase, and I'm gonna come out and say that, like, right now. I mean, for fuck's sakes, like, I have my fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking deck box, like, right in front of me, like, right on my fucking computer desk, and it's just here every day. Like, look at this. I have my fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and shit like that, like, right in front of my face. And, you know what? Like, because of YouTube and because of me doing this, I just don't feel the need to hide who I really am anymore. I don't feel the need to hide my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from people, and I don't feel the need to hide, like, whatever, like, my fucking Pokemon and stuffed animals that I got when I was, like, 10 years old, that I have in my room still, you know? Like, I don't feel the need to hide myself because, you know, I'm 16 years old now, which is hard for me to believe. I mean, I feel old as fuck, but whatever. So I'm 16 years old now, and, you know, I've met so many people in my life, and I've, you know, come across so many different experiences, and, you know, seen so much, and just, like, I know how society is, and a lot of people don't feel like they can be themselves, you know, and for the longest time I felt like that, and, you know, it's not a good feeling. By the way, I'm still sick, so I don't know if you guys can still hear it in my voice, but I definitely can, obviously, because I know what I sound like usually. But yeah, I'm still kind of sick, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm getting a lot better now. It's probably from all those likes that I had on my video. I don't know, I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, this is so awkward. I'm not used to having the camera on me at all. I'm pretty shy, not gonna lie. And that's another thing that YouTube helped change about me. You know, I'm a lot more outgoing and outspoken. I feel the need to express myself more often than not now. Anyway, let me get back on track. So, a year and a half ago, we started this channel, and, you know, I had been thinking about starting a channel for a long time, but I never really knew exactly what I wanted to do. Like, I never knew whether I wanted to be a gaming channel, a music channel, a vlog channel. I really didn't know what I wanted it to be like. And then all of a sudden it came upon me that I should do commentaries of my favorite game and Grand Chase. And then we started this channel, and I couldn't come up with a name for the longest time, so I probably delayed the start of the channel by a decent sum of time because I couldn't come up with a name. Anyway, we ended up calling the channel GC Ponema. GC obviously standing for Grand Chase, and I used to watch like Machinima Respawn a lot at the time, and that's actually how I found my favorite commentator that I mentioned in the video that's uploading now. Blah blah, blah Blame Truth. Go check out his channel. I fucking love that guy. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, we come up with this name, and I start doing videos, and I mean, obviously, if you guys go back to my earlier videos, I wasn't exactly good at commentaries because obviously I was new to the whole experience, but it was one that I found really enjoyable despite it being very nerve-wracking for me because, like I had mentioned in the video that's uploading now, you guys are probably going to hear me say that a lot, and I apologize for that. And it's just because, I'm doing this inspirational kind of video just because recording the commentary for the video that's uploading now, I said some inspirational things, and that just really set my mind off. My mind is like just ever flowing with new ideas of just like how to change the world and all this shit. Like my mind's fucking crazy. Anyway, I lost track of where I was because obviously I'm fucking rambling like I always do. But anyway, so I really want to talk about how YouTube changed my life. Before YouTube, I was that kid who, played Pokemon, played Yu-Gi-Oh, played all these nerdy things, MapleStory, Grand Chase, all these things that weren't exactly like acceptable in like a North American kind of society where it's all about being the cool kid, doing all the cool stuff that all those cool celebrities and stuff are doing, and hanging out with the cool kids and the hot girls and all that shit, right? Up until like grade 6, I really didn't give a fuck about any of that stuff at all, to be brutally honest with you. Like, I was perfectly happy having like one friend at school that I could go to every day and be like, oh, look at this Pokemon I caught, or oh, look at these Pokemon cards that I got, or oh, look, I got like another Blue Eyes out of, a Yu-Gi-Oh pack. I was perfectly happy only having like one or two friends that I could, share that kind of stuff with, and actually enjoy myself, and have like long in-depth talks about how good that Naruto episode was, or just like the typical nerdy stuff, or the stuff that's deemed to be nerdy in a North American society. So I was that kid, I had like one friend, or two friends, that I'll never forget, one by the name of Steven and one by the name of John. And yeah, we were just Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Naruto, and that was about it. And that's all we did all day at school. But then like mid grade 6 came along, and puberty sets in, and all of a sudden I found this obsession to just like want to have a girl and want to have like my first kiss, and just like I got so caught up in all that stuff. So I basically threw everything away. Like, I stopped playing Pokemon, I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I stopped watching Naruto and playing Naruto and all these things. I stopped collecting cards, and I just stopped everything. I hid like my stashes of all my cards and all my like manga books and stuff like that. I basically just hid it, and like never to be seen again. It worked out for me for a little while. I got cooler clothes. At the time, it was like the cool thing to wear was like ripped jeans and shit like that, like the really skater look. So I went to like my family's never been rich, and we've never been too well off financially, which it's never been a problem for me. I've never been, it's not like I've ever asked for like a friggin' Rolex at like 10 years old. I was perfectly happy with my Game Boy Advance and Pokemon Leaf Green. I was perfectly happy with that. So like I was saying, we were never too well off financially. So we ended up going to like this like outlet West 49, like in the same neighborhood as my elementary school, I should say. And I was embarrassed. Like I'll tell you guys, I was so embarrassed to go in there. Like I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh, what if people see me going to like the outlet West 49 where everything's like discounted and shit, and what if I don't go to like the legit West 49? If I get caught, I'm gonna be such a loser. Oh my god. Anyway, I safely got through. I bought nothing but just the full-on skater hoodies, full-on just skater shirts, ripped jeans, like the whole fucking shebang. And it worked for me in grade 6. You know, I was the cool kid. You know, I started using cool terminology, and I remember one of my really close friends, Joseph, his brother Theo Marcus. Because his brother was so much older than I was, he used like all these cool words and stuff. And I used to hang out with Joseph all the time, sleepovers, all that stuff. Don't be cracking fucking gay jokes and shit like that. I was like 10 years old. Come on, guys. Anyway, so he was using like all the cool terminology and stuff. So I would always take like all the stuff Theo Marcus said, like exactly, like word for fucking word. Like I'd have like a pen and paper down in my mind, and I would just take down all the things that he said and all the cool, because he just sounded so fucking cool. Like there was like, you could hear like Martin Luther King speak, but for me it was like Theo Marcus was like bang, like right up there. He was like the coolest of the fucking cool. Anyway, so I started using all the stuff that he said, and, you know, sure enough, I became the cool kid. You know, I got the pretty girl, I got my first kiss, blah, 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 blah. Grades 7 and 8, more or less the same, except, you know, I got into the more sexual things, you know, making out, and not me giving though, but receiving it. Just putting that out there in case you guys didn't know I was straight by some weird chance. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I started getting into all that. You know, I got the really sexy girlfriends. You know, and then, you know, I was going through a girlfriend or two on an annual basis. So every year I was having at least like 1 or 2 girlfriends. And then, you know, the end of grade 8 came along, and I realized that I didn't want to be in the same vicinity as all the people that, you know, I had previously gone to school with and I had previously tried to impress. So when I found out all the people from my elementary school were going to the one local high school, I immediately thought to myself, I don't want to be there. Like I didn't. Don't get me wrong. Like the friends I made in elementary school, and even the cool kid friends that I still have today. Like I love them to death, and, you know, I would take a bullet for them, because like some of them are just genuinely really good people, and I love them. I wasn't comfortable not being myself anymore. I had done it for so long, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And so I went to a completely different high school where I knew absolutely nobody. Sorry, my hair's just a fucking mess. I need a haircut soon. Anyway, so I ended up going to a completely different high school, really far away from all of them, where I didn't know anybody. I just wanted a fresh start. Sure enough, I got a fresh start. You know, I started being myself again. The summer of grade 8, you know, I started playing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and, you know, a lot of Grand Chase, and I just started playing and doing everything that I had previously liked to do, and I just started doing it, and I didn't stop, because honestly, I really didn't fucking care what anyone thought about me anymore, and I didn't want, you know, I didn't fucking care. Let's just say that. Let's just leave it at that before I start rambling and forget what I actually want to say. Yeah, so I didn't fucking care, and I started doing whatever the fuck I wanted, you know. And for the last 2 years, I've been since grade 9, I've been pretty happy with myself and just life in general. Grade 7 and 8, it was a really depressing time for me. As much as I was enjoying being the cool kid and all the attention and stuff like that, like I just it was depressing because I couldn't be myself. I didn't feel like I could be myself, and I hated it. I hated myself. I hated how life was. I hated how everything was. And yeah, I just fucking hated life. I liked it, but I hated it at the same time. And when those two things are clashing together, it just it leaves a bit of a bitter taste in your mouth. Let's just say that. So yeah, the last 2 years I've been pretty good. Aside from like the breakup with my ex-girlfriend, like last year, yeah, like last year. It's been over a year now. Anyway, despite that, for a couple months there was some depression. Just for the simple fact that, I felt, because I was in high school and this was my first relationship, like in high school, and when I made the jump from grade 8 to grade 9, I just felt like I had matured so much more as a person, and I just felt like a relationship. I could take on a relationship that was more serious and like something that would last and be pretty fulfilling. Turned out to not be longer than any other typical relationship that I had, but I did take it quite seriously. But anyway, let's not get into that because like my videos when I was dating my ex-girlfriend, like I talked about her a lot. So if you guys want to see that, just go find the videos from like 13 months ago, 14 months ago. If you guys are interested in that at all, I don't know why you would be. But anyway, so there was depression over that, and yeah, that lasted a little while. I had some major depression last summer, just because I had like a concussion, and it was just throwing my emotions and my thoughts just way out of whack. Because it was really bad. It was a really bad time, and nobody like visited me, which was that was probably the most depressing thing out of anything. Out of all my friends, out of all of them knew, none of them wanted to take a day out of their summer to come see me, which was depressing at the time, but now I understand and accept it a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, aside from those two little chunks of depression, probably like those two events probably combined for like 4 months of depression. And out of 24 months in 2 years, for only 4 of them to be not so great, and then the next 20, or the last 20, I should say, I don't fucking know, to be really good and really fulfilling and make me really happy, that's a pretty good thing. That's I would take that ratio of happiness to depression any day. Yeah, and so I pretty much spent like the bulk of this video just talking about like useless nonsense. But at the same time, I think I kind of been piecing together how YouTube has kind of changed my life a little bit. I don't know, but I'm gonna get into that like right now because this video is getting fucking long, and it's 3:45 a.m. and I kind of want to sleep, but not really. But blah, blah, blah. Bah. Let me take a drink real quick. And yes, I move my hands a lot when I talk because I'm Italian and we do that shit. Oh my god, Canada shirt. Canada shirt. That's all that needs to be said. Alright, let me just adjust this camera real quick. Alright. So, how YouTube really, really drastically changed my life. It really did. And I'm just trying to quickly think of what I want to say. YouTube changed my life drastically, because before YouTube, like I said, I'd kind of hid who I was, and to this day I still do. Like, I'm ashamed to say that I still do hide who I am, just because like where I live and just how I've been living the past 3-4 years now. Like, I'm comfortable with doing the things that I want to do, and especially on my own time. But I'm still not comfortable. Like, if I meet like a hot girl at a party or something, and she asks me what I like to do as like a hobby, I'm not gonna be like, I like to play Pokemon. I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh too. If you want, we can duel sometime. I have my cards in my back pocket, actually. Just in case, just in case I meet a girl who likes Yu-Gi-Oh, which is fucking nobody. Which is unfortunate, by the way. Anyway. So yeah, so I still do hide it, to an extent. I don't exactly go about every day and every person I meet, like, if they ask me what I like to do and stuff, like I said, like, I don't tell them I like to play Pokemon and stuff like that. But on my own time, like, at home, I play Pokemon, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, and when I go to see my little cousin, we spend the whole time playing Pokemon, and I'm perfectly fine with that, and I'm happy with that. My family doesn't look at me any differently for playing Pokemon or doing what I like to do. I have some really good friends now who do like Pokemon and stuff like that, who are also afraid to, publicly announce it. So when I go to their houses, I bring my DS and stuff, and we play Pokemon and stuff. And it kind of just, it makes you feel good when there's other people who are going through the same shit that you're going through. So yeah, we do that. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I don't publicly announce it, but I do enjoy doing it on my own time. Like I had already said like 3 times already, but whatever. I don't fucking care. So another way YouTube changed my life is that it gave me a way to really express myself. As you guys have probably seen if you've been following the channel a long time, and if you're still watching this video, I applaud you, and I love you. Why did I fucking kiss the side of my... Okay, there we go. Anyway. Fuck. What was I saying? Concussion problems. They fuck with your mind. Don't hit your head, kids. Stay in school. So yeah, another way YouTube changed my life. Yeah, there we go. It gave me a way to express myself, Like, when I want to express myself and talk about stuff, I don't, like, phone up, like, my friend and be like, oh my god, Jimmy, do you want to know what fucking blah, 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 blah was doing today? No. Okay, I don't fucking do that. And I don't go on Instagram like fucking some of these guys that I know. Well, I don't really know them, but, they're, like, all over my Instagram, and they post pictures like this, and they're like, with these fucking faces like they're taking a cock up the butt, and, and they post, like, a fucking paragraph of their fucking love life on a stupid shirtless picture and shit like that. I don't fucking, like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't do that. I come on here, and, I get a gameplay of me facing somebody, and I don't really care if I win or lose, but usually when I record gameplay, it's usually of me winning, because when I'm winning, that means I'm playing well, so go figure. And then I do my commentary over that, and I talk about what I want to talk about. Like, I have a number of rant videos, I have videos of me talking about how I want to change the game. I have videos, middle finger, whoops. I have videos just talking about anything. Like, I talk about random shit sometimes. Like, this is fucking completely random if you ask me. And if you're asking, like, if you're wondering why, like, one shoulder looks lower than the other, it's because the camera's on, like, a tilt, because I kind of have it mounted on a water bottle, which is kind of fucking funny, and I wish you guys could see it. And the reason I have that is because my computer screen is fucking huge, and if I put it on top of the computer screen, it's a weird angle for me to look at. Like, this is nice. It's like almost exactly at eye level. So in case you guys are wondering, I don't think you guys were, but here, I'll lift this shoulder. Fuck, shit. Okay. Anyway, and also, it just made me a better talker in general. YouTube changed my life in that way. I like to talk, and if you're still watching this 25.5-minute video and you haven't figured out that I like to talk yet, there you go. Now you fucking know. Yeah, so I just really like to talk, and I like people who share my opinions, and I respect people who have different opinions, and I like when people share their opinions, whether they're the same or different, or if they think I'm a complete fucking retard, you know? I enjoy that. I enjoy knowing what other people think about me without having to, like, make a desperate attempt for the attention. I wouldn't say posting YouTube videos is a desperate attempt for attention. Don't get me wrong, I like the attention. That's another reason YouTube changed my life, because I wanted attention and I got it, and it made me feel good. And I sometimes touch myself thinking about I'm just kidding. But yeah, I wanted the attention and I got it, and it made me feel good, and I enjoyed that. So that in turn made me more confident as well. When the channel grew a little bit in subscribers and stuff like that, and a lot of people liked the videos and they openly said they liked the videos, that made me feel good about myself. That made me feel like I was doing something worthwhile. And I still do feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, which is why I'm still posting videos. If I ever feel like it's not worthwhile, like if it's not fulfilling to me and I don't feel like if I don't feel like I'm accomplishing something when I put out a video, that's probably going to be the breaking point when I stop. But I haven't even come close to that point yet, so you don't have to worry about that. I will keep posting videos. And if you've watched this whole video, like I said, I applaud you and I thank you. Just let me know what you guys think about like these kind of vlogs and stuff like that. Like, I know most people, when they find out it's just a video about a person talking and they don't exactly want to see their face the whole time, I know they just kind of like minimize the video and they just kind of let the audio run. Like, I do that too. Like, everyone fucking does it. So so just let me know if you guys like these vlogs. Like, maybe I can do them like once a month or once a week or whatever. You guys can give me a topic and I can talk about it. But I just really wanted to get this video out there and just tell the viewers a little bit about how YouTube changed my life and how it could potentially change your life. If you're one of those people who, if you were like me, or you felt you can't express yourself in your environment, in where you live, for reasons like some of those that I stated or even different ones, feel free, make a YouTube channel of just you vlogging. And even if one person out of 10 likes it and 9 of them hate it, there's still that one person that likes you, that shares your opinions, and ultimately it'll make you feel pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie, I know this video is probably gonna get bad reception, just I guess for the lack of Grand Chase gameplay. Like, I'm pretty sure if there was a gameplay or a number of gameplays over this audio or over this commentary, it would be taken in well. But I just didn't want to go through the hassle of like doing like 10 different PvP matches, because I don't even have like 10 saved up yet. But anyway, I'm rambling. This video is half an hour, so thank you for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video in just a second. So leave a like, leave comments. Let me know what you think about this stuff. If you like vlogs, by all means, voice your opinion. If you don't like vlogs, voice your opinion also. This is just a video that I felt that I really needed to get out there, and I just felt like this is something I really needed to do to try to move and inspire other people to do what they love. And if you want to be a YouTuber, do it, because if you ask me, it can't change your life for the worse. It'll only make it better. And if it does make it worse, just delete your channel and just stay away from it. Don't let other people bring you down for something you want to do. And that's all I gotta say. So, peace out. I hope you guys don't hate me now for doing this.